And we're back, guys. How's everyone doing? I'm your host, Good Energy. We're going to take a look at Madrid and the round of 16. We're going to start things off with Mera Andreva. She's taking on Yulia Stardupseva, Russia, Ukraine. Come on, guys. Peace, spread love and positivity. Spread peace, not war. Mera, she's ranked 7th on the world tour. And listen, guys, 23-5 on the year. She's won 2 titles this season, the Indian Wells and Dubai, ladies and gentlemen. Had a chance for the Sunshine Double, but fell just a little short. She's amazing, guys. She's about to be 18 years old today. Tomorrow, she'll be 18. She'll be 18 tomorrow, Madrid time. Congratulations, Mera. She's going to be 18. That's going to be beautiful. Yulia, listen, guys. She's a few years older than Mera, right? I think she's going to be about 25, or she might be 25 now. From the Ukraine. Having a losing season, not really a clay expert. I mean, it's crazy to think Mera has 60 wins on clay, while Yulia only has 55. But Yulia coming off of back-to-back 40-plus win seasons, and she's a good defensive player. She gets balls back. And on the main tour, she doesn't have any titles, but she's got 4 on the lower level. She's here after coming from qualifiers. She's more than warmed up. She took out Chloe Paquette, bonjour, comme allez-vous, Elstrumont, bonjour, comme allez-vous. Linda Favertova, that was just a blowout. But I think Linda's getting things back on track. Good win over Elizabeta. I think Elizabeta's, coming back from injury. She's been playing through the injury, but she hasn't been healthy. And she took out Ludmila, which is a really, Ludmila's always a tough out. This is a match where I think Yulia can win, but I just think Mera's just a little too explosive. I like her left down the line. And Mera's she's coached very well by Martinez. I think Mera, just her aggressive style, like Mera doesn't really play tennis with you. She's going down the line. She's hitting drop shots. She's just mixing it up so much. And to be so young, she's just so disciplined. Yulia needs to rally, and I just don't think Mera's going to give her the opportunity to construct points. I like Mera to win this match, guys, and that could possibly set up another showdown with Coco Gauff, the future of tennis. We're going to take a look at Irina. Sabalenka hits hard. Boy, does she scare me. The world's ranked number 1. Listen, guys, Sabalenka is pretty consistent. I mean, let's just be honest. The queen of hard court. I mean, you can't really argue. She gets the job done night in and night out. And she's going to be taking on little Payton Stearns, NCAA champion. It's going to be a good matchup, guys. I think Payton Stearns is playing very solid tennis. She's not to be overlooked. She's very athletic. She's very aggressive. The only thing that sets her up in tough situations, as she had a very huge win over a big server and Rebecca Matsarova last time out. She took on Amanda Anisimova in 3 sets. Is her serve. That's the only thing that gets her into deep, hot water is the serve. And it puts her behind the rally. It gives her opponents a lot of second look opportunities. And I think she's going to have to serve consistently and very well to avoid that pressure that Sabalenka is just going to put on you. Sabalenka is just going to keep coming. If you break her, if you even win a set, she's going to come back and play harder. The only time these two ladies played was on hard. It did go 3 sets. And I felt that's when Payton just still had that newcomer vibe, had a point to prove, playing with house money, nothing to lose. I mean, here in the round of 16, she finds herself after taking out Burrell, Amanda Anisimova, and Rebecca Matsarova. While Sabalenka, again, having that first round bye. Anna Blinkova, she really dominated. And Elisa Mertens, her former bestie, it went 3. I think Payton Stearns is going to play a very, very fast match. I think she's going to try to speed Sabalenka up just based off her athletic ability. But I think that's also going to get herself in a little bit of trouble as Sabalenka can overpower her. And with her balls, Sabalenka is going to be able to buy time that Payton Stearns is gaining from her footwork and her athletic ability. And Sabalenka is going to be able to buy time with her power and stretching the court. I think overall, Payton Stearns and her serve, she's going to give Sabalenka too many second serve looks. Sabalenka's going to put them away. I have Sabalenka winning this match, guys. Unfortunately, the American, Payton Stearns, will be out of there. Maddie Patty, guys, taking on Donna Vekic does what Donna Vekic does. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Look, I didn't say that. Her dad said it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Donna Vekic, her power, guys. She can literally take control of the rally. She's got a solid forehand, very powerful backhand. But the problem here is, I say this a lot on clay. I'm going to take the person on clay with the more stable forehand, the more powerful forehand, right? On clay, you really need to set that backhand up. It's not as stable of a surface as hard. It's a slower surface than hard. And the forehand that Madison Keys has, I just think it's going to be a little too much for Donna Vekic. I think she'll be able to stretch the court. You can slide in, you can slide into your forehand, especially with Madison Keys being right-handed on the due side. I think she gets the ball over the net. She clears it easily, and she's one of the more consistent players from that side. She's got a lot of power, and I think Donna Vekic, even though she's continuing with Pam to improve her net play, I don't think she's going to be able to redirect and take a lot of pressure off of Madison Keys, because I don't think she's going to be able to set up her backhand as easily. Madison Keys has dominated this head-to-head. They've played 4 times. Madison has won 3 of them. Good win over Bronzetti, who took out Osaka. Good win over Anna Kalinskaya, she's not her usual self. I mean, Anna Kalinskaya is an amazing shot maker. And I don't know, I've said it in the past. If you are a female on tour and you date one of the guys on the ATP, especially one of the top guys, I should see an improvement in your game. We've seen improvements in most of the ladies' game. Svitolina, Katie Boulter, even Miriam Bjorklund. And she's injured. She's coming back, by the way. Anna's, it started last year, yeah, when she made, she was doing well at the WTA 1000s, but she's 7-9. I mean, what's going on with Anna Kalinskaya? But nonetheless, she's going to have to get it together there. But again, Madison Keys here at the round of 16 after taking out Anna Kalinskaya. Donna Vekic beat Haley Baptiste, an amazing shot maker, younger version of Ons, in my opinion. And she took out Emma Navarro, which is a good win. But Emma doesn't have the power like a Madison Keys. I like Madison Keys to keep this head-to-head dominance going in this matchup. I just don't think Donna Vekic, I don't think she moves as well for one, even though she's a silver medalist on clay at the Paris Olympics. But I think I don't want to take anything from Donna Vekic. You guys know I'm a huge Donna Vekic fan. But I don't think she has the power consistently to hang in there with what Madison Keys is going to distribute on the forehand side. I don't think she has the movement to set up her backhand consistently. Historically, she's just not a good clay player. I mean, Madison Keys on clay is approaching 100 wins. She's got a much better record on clay. She's more consistent on clay, even though, again, Donna's a silver medalist. I just think Madison Keys is going to be too strong from too many areas on the court. I think Madison Keys wins this match. What do you guys think? I mean, this is a tougher one than, some of these other matches on the schedule today. But the winner of this matchup is going to take on the winner of Diana Shnaider and Iga Swiatek. And do we got that next? No. We have the Greek goddess taking on Svitolina. Now, listen. Svitolina's been under... I'm sorry, not Svitolina. The Greek goddess... Maria's been under a lot of heat lately. And I guess it kind of started for me, right? I told you guys, Maria's going to be in trouble. She's switching from coach to coach. before she won Mexico, she hadn't won a title in nearly 5 years. Her record in quarterfinals and semifinals before getting over that Mexico hump was just a nightmare. I don't see the improvements in her game. Her athletic ability slowing down. She can't overpower opponents in the rallies like she used to. Her serve, which she says is her best and strongest shot, she can't overpower anyone with the serve. I think her slice is amateurish. And look, this is just my fair criticism. I've said this years ago. This is not something I'm just saying now. You go find the videos. I just think for someone to have been in the top 10 as many years as she has, to be competing against the elite, I just think her slice is amateurish. I don't think she can buy time. When she's under pressure, she's just making a lot of mistakes. That match against Payton Stearns in qualifiers in Mexico versus Maria a few months ago or a couple months ago, whatever, was just a nightmare. And I hate to see Maria going through this. I don't know what it is, but you know what? I don't know. But I did mention previously how Maria talked about on Breakpoint that she's no spring chicken anymore. She's getting older, her and the Pegulas of the world. But Pegula's pretty consistent, right? And I think the issue with Maria, and I don't think it's necessarily just Maria, but I've talked about how when the ladies get older in their upper 20s or 30s, Danielle, Collins, they have other things. They're focusing on starting a family. They're doing adult things. They have businesses. It's tough to practice, 10, 12, 15 hours a day like they used to when they were teenagers or in their early 20s. This is a young lady sport. It's a young woman's sport. And these young ladies that are in their teens or early 20s, they can practice 15 hours a day and recover. When you're older, your body doesn't recover like that. And I just think it's a combination of several things with the Greek goddess, as well as just being older. And that's one of them. But with that said, we take a look at Svitolina and everything she's doing. She's literally steamrolled her way here. She's on a 9-match win streak. She's won 18 sets in a row. She has not dropped a set in all 9 matches. She took out Maya Chalinska, Jill Teichmann twice, and Helena Kalinina, Buzas Monero, Gabriela Elena Rusa. She took out Olga Danlovic in the championship to win Rouen, Cartel, and Elena Rybakina the last time out. That's 18 sets in a row. She's playing solid tennis. Now, Maria, again, she's been under a lot of criticism lately, and I think this is a tough matchup for Maria. I think it's a really tough matchup because I don't think Maria can consistently hang in these rallies against Svitolina. I think Svitolina is an overall better shot maker. She's a better defender. Yes, the head-to-head is 2-2. They haven't played in several years. I understand that. But just the level of competition that Svitolina's defeated lately, her form, her rhythm. Now, impressive wins for Maria over Wang, Lynette, and Paulini. I don't think anyone expected Jasmine to lose to Maria, the way Maria's been playing lately. She's down to 82nd on the world tour. She needs points, and she's having a losing season. She's 10-13. Keep in mind, before this 3-match win streak, she was 500. Last year, she only won 25 matches. She lost 16. She's struggling right now. I don't see how she's going to beat Svitolina, especially how Elena defeated Elena Rybakina earlier today. She looked very good. Maria doesn't have that kind of serve that's going to back up Svitolina from the beginning. I think Maria is also struggling with her serve. She's going to give Svitolina a lot of second looks. She's going to give her free points and double fault here and there. I just think overall Svitolina is a better player all around. The only way I could see Maria winning this match if she just goes for it. She plays very aggressive, just doesn't care how many unforced errors she makes, how many mistakes she makes. She just goes for it and just crosses her fingers and literally just hopes that she can outpoint Svitolina and hopes Svitolina just makes mistakes. I just don't see that happening. I think Svitolina wins this match. I just don't think Sakkari right now is playing on the level of Svitolina. And we're going to take Irina to win this match in advance. Next up, Iga. Big bad Iga taking on Diana Shnaider. This is going to be a good match. Now, Diana was injured. Her shoulder was injured in Germany at the Porsche Grand Prix. She recovered quickly. And like I jokingly say all the time, female tennis players, they heal faster than anyone. Literally, you can have a shoulder injury and you're right back playing at a high level next tournament. It's really darn amazing if you ask me, guys. Don't you think so? Now, the winner of this match will have the task of taking on the winner of Madison Keys and Donna Vekic. I think Iga lately has been getting some tough draws. What do you guys think? I think they're finally starting to put tough players in front of Iga. And I think we're seeing, I hate to say it, but I think we're seeing Iga slow down a little bit. Yeah, I know she's 24-7, but this is one of the 3 titles she's going to have to defend for the remaining year. While Diana's quietly at 11-10, she's here in the round of 16 after taking out Katie Volley-Nuts, an amazing shot maker, and Sevastova, another amazing shot maker. The tough 3-setter with Alexandra Ayala, and Iga also took out Lena Noskova. These 2 ladies have never played. And this is a match here. I do think Diana can beat Iga. We all know she's left-handed, plays very comparable to Mera Andreva. However, I think Diana has much better top spin. I think Diana is really good at constructing the point. You guys remember those videos I used to make on Diana a few years ago. I love her game. And I think she has the style of game that can really frustrate Iga. Diana's can go 20 shots deep, but then she can also go aggressive down the line with the left. She can hit you with the short ball. She's very tricky. She's explosive. She's like a walking tank. Remember I used to call Diana a walking tank? She can come forward and finish you. I like Diana to win a set off of Iga. I think she'll win a set and put her in the position to steal this match from Iga. Ekaterina taking on Yuchima. A lot of people didn't expect Yuchima to be here, guys. Listen, I was very impressed with the match Ekaterina played against Dasha earlier. And by the way, Dasha, she's got to fix her serve. I mean, that is just sad. Did you see her just struggle to hold on in that second set? Even the first set, Dasha double faulted at the worst possible times. I mean, I counted 9 double faults. I think she might have finished with 9, maybe even 10. But the way she just double faulted that tiebreak in the second set, that was downright sad. Now, Ekaterina injured her shoulder. Or was it, actually, no, I think it was her ribs or maybe some type of abdominal injury. So she called for the physio and she's like, it hurts very bad. You know, it's been hurting for the last 3 games. She was in a lot of pain. And Dasha broke her twice after breaking herself on her serve, but she couldn't hold on to win. Dasha probably should have won the second set. I think if she would have won the second set, she would have won the match. Yuchima's healthy. She's playing good. And listen, guys, the way Yuchima has looked in this tournament, it's like, I'm so happy for her, right? She took out Ons. She took out Robin Montgomery. She took out Jessica Pegula. Pegula and Ons, 2 amazing shot makers, 2 very skilled players. Robin Montgomery, very fast, good, strong serve, left cannon. I think Yuchima's going to upset Ekaterina in this spot. I think she comes out and sets the tone. I think she'll win a set. And I'm going to take Yuchima to win the match here. She looked very solid against Pegula. She's got to play that similar game. Ekaterina is playing strong and aggressive, but she slowed down after the injury. She did say in the post-match interview that she's fine, she'll be okay. I don't think she's going to really know until she wakes up. And the way she was in pain against Dasha, I'm pretty sure she'll wake up a little sore. I think Yuchima, as long as she can play smart and not give Ekaterina too many second serves, I think Ekaterina will make enough mistakes for Yuchima to pass this test. Patapova gone wild, taking on Marta Kostyuk. This is going to be a good match here, guys. Now, these two ladies have played 3 times in the past. Patapova owns a head-to-head 2-1. And they're about neck and neck in the rankings, right? Patapova's ranked 39th. Marta's ranked 36th. Now, they've never played on clay. The last time they played on was on hard at the Indian Wells, where Marta won that by serving up a bagel in the first set. Marta's here after taking out Emma Raducanu and Veronika Kudermetova. Those are 2 solid wins, while Patapova's here after taking out the strong serving of Kruger, Kenwin Jung, and big game Sofia Kenin. All amazing shot makers. All, no disrespect to Marta, but Sofia Kenin, Kenwin Jung, all amazing shot makers. I'd say when it comes to rallies and constructing the point, much more technical than what Marta's style of play is. Marta is explosive. She loves to come vertically. Short rally player. There's no constructing the point with her. But Patapova plays the same way. This is going to be a collision force. I think Marta's going to play with a little... Here's the thing. Marta's very emotional, but so is Patapova. These are probably 2 of the most emotional players on tour. But I do think that when it comes to being emotional, but Patapova can channel her energy a little bit better when she's angry. Like, for example, she'll smash the racket. And I don't think, and I've said this in the past, I don't think Patapova can control her emotions. I think she gets upset because she's such a fierce competitor. I think she just truly wants to win and do well. Whereas Marta, sometimes I think she has these outbursts for attention because she's a rock star, right? She's kind of a big deal. So I think she kind of does it to do it sometimes, right? I think she's the type that will slam her racket just to slam it. While Patapova is just really frustrated at herself. She wants to win that bad. So with that said, I think both of these ladies are going to get upset. They're going to make mistakes. But I think Marta, today she's going to control her emotions a little bit better. I think she's going to speed Patapova up a little bit more. I think she's going to play a little bit more disciplined today. This means a lot to her. And I think Marta's going to find herself in the quarterfinals. I'm going to take Marta to defeat Patapova. But it's going to be a collision force. Both of these ladies love to come forward. However, Patapova is the much more stable baseliner. That is, without a doubt, not even a question. If it gets to be a long ball match, Patapova's going to win this. However, if Marta can speed Patapova up, I see Patapova hitting wide, hitting long. The key is for Marta to get Patapova to play inside the court. If she can do that, she'll win the match. If Patapova can back up Marta, she'll win the match. But I'm going to take Marta to do that. I think she's a little bit more fast, a little bit more explosive, and that goes a long way in tennis. I like Marta to win because it doesn't matter how good you are. If you can't close out and be where the ball is, you're not going to be effective. I think Marta's going to do that a little bit better. She's a lot more athletic than Patapova. And in today's sport, that goes a long way. The main event. Coco Gauff, the future of tennis, taking on Belinda Bencic from Switzerland. The head-to-head is now 2, guys. Who is going to take control of this head-to-head? And who is going to take on the winner of Mera Andreva, Yulia Stardutseva? Now, I'm so happy that Coco is playing doubles again. I haven't seen her so happy in a while. She's playing with her bestie, Robin Montgomery. And I think that time on court is going to help with their singles. She's here in the round of 16, guys, after taking out Diana in 3 sets and Ann Lee in straight sets. In many ways, Ann Lee is comparable to Belinda Bencic. And the same with Diana Yastremka. Diana's here after taking out from Turkey Samnez, one of my very, very, very good players to watch. She's just good at constructing the point. She's very fierce, but at the same time, she's very disciplined and focused. I like Samnez. She can go 20 shots deep and just consistently just keep the ball in play without making mistakes. I think she does lack size and power. That's something she's got to work on, though. Just bulk up in the gym a little bit. She took out Clara Tauson in straight sets and Beatrice Haddad in 3. Now, Belinda, the scouting report is pretty simple. Even though she beat Coco at the Indian Wells, I think Coco kind of just blew it down the stretch. Belinda, you have to make her move. Not only have I said this, but all the experts agree when I listen to them, call her matches. They say the same thing I've been saying about Belinda. You have to make her move. Ever since she was a junior, the scouting report is simple. She doesn't have good footwork. She just loves to overpower you from the baseline and stretch the court with her power and range. But if you make her move, if you make her hit on the move, she's going to make a lot of mistakes. Coco's got to play that style of play. It's a simple. Coco has to use her footwork. Clay is a slower surface. Now, Belinda, she's on the record stating that grass and clay, they're just not her favorite surfaces. Of the 400 wins, nearly 450 wins on tour she has, about half of them come on the clay on the hard surface. I'm sorry. She's a hard court tennis player. That's what Belinda is. Coco, on the other hand, despite the young career, she literally has and Belinda, by the way, is 7 years older than Coco. Coco pretty much has the same number of wins on clay than Belinda. And keep in mind, Coco's already gone deep at the French Open. She's made the final where she lost to Iga a few years ago. She's made the semifinals, to quarterfinals. She won the French Open as doubles competitor last year with her doubles partner, Katerina Siniakova. She also won the French Open as a junior. Coco plays very well on clay. And I don't think a lot of people realize that because, most of her titles have come on hard courts. But Coco she's only 136 points, something like that, off of Jessica Pegula from regaining her number 3 spot in the world. Now, Pegula lost to Yuchima, so she's out. If Coco can win pretty much this match here, she'll be in position to take that number 3 spot back, where I think it will be good. That will, for the most part, keep her in Sabalenka's bracket, where she could possibly, because I think Coco can dominate Sabalenka. I just think that they've played 9 times. Coco's won 5 of the 9. But realistically, Coco probably should be up 6-3 in that head-to-head. And maybe even 7-2, because she's given away a couple of those matches against Sabalenka. I just think if Coco wants to start winning slams quickly, like 2-3 a year, I think she needs to be in that number 3 spot. I think that will set up a lot more showdowns with Sabalenka. And I think Coco can beat Sabalenka any given time. I think she can beat Sabalenka. And to be honest with you, I think even if she were to stay at number 4, she'll see Iga a lot more. I think she can beat Iga consistently now either. There's just something about Iga that's not the same. You guys see it. I see it. The world sees it. There's something about Iga's game that's not the same. Nobody's scared of Iga anymore. And I think that's part of the problem. In 22 and 23, people were scared to play Iga. I don't think they're scared anymore. Look at teens my teen prospect, Alexandra Ayala. She's not scared of Iga. She's Jordan fist pumping. She's cheering. That's crazy. Now, with Coco, she's got to serve well. We know that. I do think, again, playing the extra tennis with Robin Montgomery, that's court time that she hasn't had. We know she's been very inactive the last couple months. And I think that this is a spot where she can get revenge against Belinda Bencic. But again, she's going to have to limit her double faults. I think she's going to have to get to the backhand. Belinda's backhand can't compete with Coco's. I don't think Belinda is going to even try. I don't think she's going to even try to test Coco's backhand. I think she's going to do exactly what she did the last couple times. She's just going to go to the forehand. That's all she's going to do. She's going to attack the forehand from the deuce side. And it's going to turn into a mental match for Coco where she can't get frustrated. Because we all saw Coco get frustrated at the Indian Wells. What Belinda was doing was, I mean, you can't blame her. It's her game plan. She thinks she has an edge there. But Coco got really frustrated. Belinda literally kept going to the forehand 4, 5, 6 shots. It was a bit ridiculous. I thought it was, I'm like, this is a joke here. But that's what Coco's going to get when she's playing these veteran players. Let's go back to Saudi Arabia. Now, as the world agreed, I don't think Coco played her hardest against Barbora Krejcikova. But again, like we all agreed, when these NBA teams and these MLB teams and these NFL teams, when they have like a playoff seed secure, they rest their starters. They don't play their starters. If they do, they might play them a quarter or something like that. I just felt Coco I felt she took it easy. You don't want to risk an injury when you have a guaranteed spot in the semifinal. So yeah, she definitely didn't play as hard, and Barbora won that. But if you watch that match, Barbora kept going to the forehand. It's like ridiculous. It's literally ridiculous. There's no strategy, there's no game plan but to go to the forehand. Now, last time against Beatrice Haddad, Belinda had 4 aces. She got 72% of her first serves in play, which is a good number. She lost 36% of the first serve and 46% of the second serve. Now, Beatrice Haddad had 13 opportunities to break Belinda. That is way too many, right? If she gives Coco that many, she's going to probably receive a bagel or breadstick and lose in straight sets. Against Ann Lee, Coco won 73% of her first serves, only 4 double faults, which I guess we can live with that. But she won 45% of Ann Lee's first serve, 68% of Ann Lee's second serve. Ann Lee was really frustrated in that match. Coco just kept backing her up, making her make shots, and Ann Lee failed to deliver. I think Coco's going to have to just find her backhand. She's going to have to make Belinda use her footwork. She's going to have to speed Belinda up. She's going to have to mix in short balls, drop shots. She's going to have to get Belinda moving forward, which I think she can do that. Use her angles cross court, play keep away. But she's going to have to be patient to find those shots because Belinda's going to go to that forehand 5, 6, 7 shots in a row. Coco's going to have to be patient. And her camp has to tell her, this is going to be the type of match where if you get broken once, you may not get a chance to break back, right? Because Belinda's going to do the same thing. But when you're on offense, you have to be patient and disciplined. You cannot rush through because you make a mistake, you may not be able to get it back. On defense, as you're holding, get aggressive. Speed her up. Don't be afraid to take shots down the line. Don't be afraid to come across court, take risks. Speed Belinda up. But you're going to have to hold. I'm going to take Coco to win this match. I think she jumps out on the head-to-head 3-2. I just think she's going to be too good, too fast for Belinda. And I think they're going to watch the old match, watch the film from the previous matches, and see Belinda's game plan. It's very clear. Anyone that watched the match can see what Belinda was doing, which was the same thing. Going to the deuce side, attacking the forehand, and Coco was making a lot of mistakes because she was trying to go down the line instead of playing in the rallies and working her way into the point. She was getting too aggressive and it just wasn't working. She was missing. Don't need to do that, because after a while, Belinda's going to have to go to the backhand eventually, and that's when you step up. I like Coco to win. Those are the picks, guys. We have Coco Gauff over Belinda. We have Marta over Patapova. Yuchima over Ekaterina. Diana to win a set over Iga. We have Svitolina over the Greek goddess. Keys over Vekic. Sabalenka over Stearns. And Mera over Yulia. Tennis in a minute. See you guys soon.